visa, everything is good, you've been cleared, and you're on your way here. What are the things you need? Make sure your itinerary is set properly. Now, I would say make sure you have a file that you have obviously your passport, your visas in your passport, obviously. You have your admission letter, your provincial attestation letter or CAQ. You even have your bank statements, your sort of supporting documentations. If somebody is sponsoring you, you have all of that in there, and it should be readily accessible. Preferably, just put it in your handbag, So when you get to the immigration officer, you just produce all these things. Now, one thing I've noticed is that a lot of people get really frightened or timid when that time comes because they've heard quite a number of stories and they go and shake. Listen, I spent less than 10 minutes in the airport, the whole airport. I spent less than 10 minutes. Why is that so? Because one, I had all the documentations at hand. Two, I wasn't scared of shize. I just went in confident. And so I get to the immigration officer, she looks tired. And I comment, oh my God, you look tired. Quite an amount of work today, eh? So many of us. She laughs, she asks for one or two documents. I give it to her. She prints out my study permit and boom, I was out. So the most important thing, make sure you have all the documentations on you. And before you come also, it's essential that you enable all your banking cards for international transactions because there are situations where people have come and they had to go to a motel or hotel and most of the hotels and motels do not accept cash. They use card, whether debit or credit. So make sure you activate all your bank cards. And also, it's good to have a decent amount of physical cash stored on you as well, just in case. From the airport, you could just simply request an Uber. And there's the airport's Wi-Fi, which is usually free. You can request an Uber via that. Or you could just pick a regular cab. A point to note, regular taxis are stupidly expensive. So Uber is your best bet. It's cheaper. And I'm assuming that obviously prior to moving, you've already booked a motel or hotel or an Airbnb, or if you have people within the environment in which you'll be living, you can go and live with family or they'll help you to get a one room or something somewhere, We'll jump into all of that later on. Now, you've arrived in Canada. What's the next step? Well, for me, the very next thing I did was to get my SIN number, your SIN, social insurance number. I got a telephone number with Rogers, and then I got a bank account. These are very, very important. So there's two things. You could just Google it, and it will show you the nearest office where you could go and get your SIN done. You could do it online. But like I said, for me, I like to do things bang, 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 So I literally went to the office and spent about 30 minutes or less. I got my SIN printed out for me. And then from there, I went to a mall and I am with Rogers. I think their services are quite good. So you can jump onto Rogers too as well. Whichever one you want, Charlie. There are plenty. And then from there, I went to get my bank account sorted out. They can't open a bank account for you. Well, if you want everything to go smoothly, you need to have your SIN number. So I went with all my documentations. And bear in mind, you're carrying all your documents with you. Your passport, your visa, mission letter, blah, blah, blah. You need to carry everything with you. And so I went and I opened a bank account. I could tell you the two banks that I have currently, and it's Scotia and RBC. I literally prefer the latter. But yeah, it's up to you to decide whichever one you want. So I'll just recap it again. The most important things to do within the first week or the next day of arrival is to get your social insurance number. You need to get your telephone number with a data plan, obviously. You need to get your bank account, and depending on whichever province you're in, there would be a bus card that you could get. Usually, if you go to your school, they would provide you with a letter or form which will get you a discounted bus card, But for me, I initially got the normal regular bus card, and then eventually when I went to the school and they printed out that document for me, I got the discounted bus card. Because obviously you need to move from point A to point B, and you cannot be doing Uber throughout. That's going to chop your money. So you need to be calculated on that. The bus card is cool. Their bus system here isn't bad. It isn't bad. And yeah, I think we need to. The next episode, we're going to talk about communities, how to find or relate to, find your people, whether it is you're from Nigeria, you're from Ghana. One of the best places to interact with Africans in the diaspora. And the beauty about it is that oftentimes, if you go to the right places, like I'm going to mention to you in the next episode, you will get a lot of connections to rent an apartment. You're going to meet people who are going to help you down the line. And yeah, so if you have any questions with respect to all the stuff I've just mentioned, please leave a comment, ask away, share this video, but most importantly, subscribe. Like I said, I am available. I will be checking out the comment sections. I will be replying. If you need my help with anything, I am more than willing to help. Obviously, maybe at a fee. I don't know. Maybe. But yeah, it depends on what you want me to help you with. So stay tuned, stay locked, and stay blessed. And I will see you on the very next episode, which should be more about community and finding family or friends in the diaspora. So, yep, stay safe, stay locked, and I'll see you on the very next episode. Boom.